It is a rare opportunity to get to speak with a wandering yogi of 11 years, dedicated meditator and adventurer, Terevan. I think everyone could really benefit from hearing about your experience with and practice of meditation, what it means to you, how you came by it.
First, before I begin, I would only say that I'm an aspiring yogi in its truest sense. To me, a yogi is one who exists in a state of God realization, or sees everyone as himself or herself at all times. Never does that state fluctuate, never is there doubt, never is there worry, never is there fear. I have not attained that state. So, to begin there first. Meditation is who you are. In a sense, we say, I'm going to meditate. But that is not fully accurate. You are meditation. You create a space in which you are deciding to more deeply acknowledge the essence of who you are, instead of merely just saying, my name is so-and-so, this is what I do, this is where I'm from. All of these things that you identify with. And when these things that you identify with become threatened, then the fear and the anxiety and the need of the ego to protect itself come up. That which is true or real never needs to be protected, because it is as it is. That which is impermanent and fleeting always feels the need to be protected.
What sort of advice would you give to someone who is looking to take up the practice of meditation for the first time?
Start with the breathing. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Each breath deeper, slower than the next. Inhale, stomach out. Exhale, stomach in. Each breath deeper and slower than the previous one. And making that almost a game. How many times can you actively concentrate on that throughout the day? Waiting, someone's talking to you, you're just listening. I've had people talk to me for 10 minutes in a language that I knew not at all. And instead of trying to intellectualize it, say, I don't know what they're talking about, I don't know why they're talking to me, I decided I'm just going to focus on my breathing. And at the end of that 5-10 minutes, they seemed very happy. I said nothing. I just focused on my breathing. But I was there. I was more present as a result of that. So start with your breathing. Mantra is also a very wonderful way to begin. I find that most people's minds have been sped up for so long to all of a sudden say, stop. It's not saying it can't happen, it's just not as likely. And that there are very few true yogis and saints around. And when people come in the presence of those people, their mind will halt. Still, the mind has its subconscious mental impressions called karma or samskaras that keeps it moving at a very brisk pace.
And should a hopeful meditator seek or expect any sort of experience from this practice that they're engaging in?
One should neither be hopeful nor feeling a sense of the dauntingness of the task. So neither hopeful nor this is a daunting task. Neither. You sit because there's a realization within you that in the stillness you're going to start to realize you, and that you want to know who you are beyond all the stories that you tell everyone, beyond all the stories that everyone tells you about who you are. It's experiential, of course, but it's not to grasp or crave an experience. If you have visions, fine. If you don't have visions, fine.
So,
Because someone's having amazing visions doesn't mean that their meditation's going always well.
so it's not an experience to be expected or hoped for, but rather a kind of experiencing that you discover on your own. That really isn't something that we can even really be familiar with until we start to engage in these practices.
And also, don't get so overexcited that you want to share your experience with everyone. First off, most people don't care. Second off, your inability to express the experience is going to be strong. It's going to be very difficult to really express it. And that's okay, you don't have to. No one needs to know about your spiritual experiences other than you. Maybe your teacher if you feel compelled. So just keep sitting. Keep at it. Be relentless. I try to look at it as being a spiritual pit bull. You get focused on the goal of knowing you, who the real self is, not identifying. Yet we're taught so often to identify with everything and everyone, which creates all these attachments and aversions, which causes so much needless suffering. So when you decide, I don't want needless suffering, you'll make a new choice. But it's up to you.
Well, thank you for sharing with us your impressions and experience and perspective, and I hope this will serve to inspire some new people to take up a similar practice and feel that it is accessible to them. So, thank you.
It is their natural essence. It is who they've always been, who they always will be. The accessibility of who you are always is there. Do you deny it, or do you allow it? That's your decision. But never for a moment was it not there.
Namaste.